Hello, Shannel. How are you today?
I'm good, Teresa. How are you?
I'm doing really well. I'm so excited to talk to you about your experiences with the positive intelligence program that you got to go through with me.
Absolutely.
What was your favorite part?
I think my favorite part was not only connecting with different women that I probably wouldn't have met otherwise, and just being able to express and share like our different aspirations or fears or challenges and just feel part of the community, but also I think I just really enjoyed the type of awareness that I gained of myself and of my surroundings, and just really being able to understand myself more and really apply that understanding to how I grew over that time, and apply just centering myself and being able to just notice so many more things around me, like a bird chirping or the sun shining. Like there's just so many things that just brought me joy, that made me more grateful just through this awareness.
What a great list of all the great results that you got to experience from this program. So, anybody who's going through this program, what can they expect over the period of 7 weeks, which will be interrupted nicely by Costa Rica, but over the period of 7 weeks that you go through the positive intelligence program, what can these women expect?
Yeah, so I think they can expect number one to be vulnerable, which is sometimes difficult for some people, but I think it's necessary in order for you to tap into your own growth and curiosity. You can expect to be around really positive and impactful women who are going to support you, who are going to cheer for you, who are going to relate to you and understand you, and help you through this journey. You can expect to really learn more about yourself, which is the really biggest one, I think. Really understand your thought process and what are the thoughts that sabotage you, what are the thoughts that empower you, and how you can get through your day and your challenges without letting those sabotaging thoughts take over your day. You can expect to spend about an hour a week with these ladies and Teresa, talking through each kind of growth module that you learn, and also just talking about the goals that you have and what you're facing. And you can also expect to do a little bit of work on your own to learn the new principles that you'll be learning. But the thing that I liked about it that surprised me, I thought it was going to take a lot of time and it was going to be overwhelming. It's like another thing I got to do on my list and it's going to stress me out. And it absolutely did not. It was actually very freeing, liberating. I actually look forward to doing the modules on the app because they don't take but like two to 5 minutes, which everyone has, no matter how busy you are in your day. You can set that side of time for yourself. So you can expect, I feel, small behavioral changes that you do that make a big impact over time if you put the work in with intention.
And that's the biggest surprise I have found, Chanel, is people feel like it is a big time commitment. Yet, from a literal movement of time versus that figurative, how we feel time and the weight of time, that in the beginning, it's a lot of it. And you might remember this. We did a lot of brainstorming around habit stacking. So, those three to
Mm-hmm.
5 minutes, what else could you be doing? Yes, we want you focusing on the exercises and we don't want you distracted. But when you're getting your cup of coffee out of the Keurig or you're folding laundry, you can do those things and listen to the exercises and practice those exercises. So that is the first step. And then going back to what you were talking about of all the value you saw going through the 7 week program and everything you saw at the end, that's the lightness that you feel, that you realize this weight of time that we've been carrying. You actually feel lighter because you've had that mindset shift.
Absolutely. And it's funny how sometimes you don't even realize the changes in you. You just kind of sit back and think, oh, I reacted to that differently. Or usually I would have done this, but today I just let it roll off my back. And even this morning, I had a challenging client conversation with change and adapting some new things. And I think myself from maybe 5 years ago would have been ruminating over that like all day and trying to figure out how I can please them and what I can say. And honestly, I just was like, I'm going to listen, I'm going to give my feedback, and we're going to move forward from there. And I was like, I'm not going to allow conflict to disrupt my peace. And it didn't. And it actually worked out fine. So I can definitely attribute that to my own growth, but absolutely this program as well has contributed to that.
And that, Shannel, is the mindset shift that I am so looking forward to exploring with everyone. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Thank you. And I would love to know for you, what are you looking most forward to in this Quantum Leap Experience program, the PQ program, and the retreat?
Well, the biggest thing I'm looking forward to is the time spent in Costa Rica. We have so many distractions in our lives, the day-to-day to-do list that we need to complete, and it's really hard to take the time that we need to figure out what gives us joy. What exactly do we want to accomplish? All the things, all the conversations in our head that we need to have in order to make that big quantum leap and pivot to something completely new. And so to be able to remove ourselves from the day-to-day to go to some place as beautiful as Costa Rica on this farm, eat great food, be surrounded by amazing thoughtful women doing great yoga, uh, that's the number one thing I'm excited about. And then having Maria invite me to be part of this program, it's just, that's, again, I'm using the word excited a lot. I can't think of a better word,
A
but to
good word.
have the week to have the weeks leading up to our time in Costa Rica, by adding this in, it means that the women are going to know each other, that we will already know how to identify the things that will sabotage our success in Costa Rica. So we will already identify those saboteurs. We'll know how to shift. So when Maria or you or I, when we lead people through that grounding kind of exercise, we're going to be more experienced on how to ground ourselves, how to quiet our brains, how to slow our hearts, which is what I was doing when Maria took us through it before this call today. So I would say those are the two things that I am most excited about leading up to November.
That's amazing. And I'm definitely excited about doing it with you. Like we already had a great time in the PQ group last year, and now we get to be in a different country and expand that work. So I think it's going to be amazing.
It is. I'm so excited to do this with you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Teresa.
Thank you.